Good morning, everyone. I am Kenia, Media Relations Director here in the City of Mission, and we are here today to discuss the incident that occurred yesterday, Wednesday, February 15th. I want to thank our media partners, Sheriff Guerra, Congresswoman Monica de la Cruz, DPS, and Constable Precinct 3 for being here with us today. And now I want to introduce the Mission Police Department Chief, Cesar Torres.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here. We're here today to describe the incident that occurred yesterday here in our area. First and foremost, I want to thank our Congresswoman Monica de la Cruz for being here. Sheriff Guerra. We had our FBI partners that were helping us with this incident. We had DPS that was here with us yesterday, and Constable Precinct 3, and all other agencies that assisted in different ways. So what happened yesterday at about 5:28 p.m., we started receiving a bunch of calls regarding a large explosion or a boom within our city. As a result of that, we received multiple reports of houses that were shaken. And so it created panic throughout the city, and also the sheriff started getting a bunch of calls. Calls began to inundate our police department, and so we later, during the investigation, we were notified through our federal partners that the Houston had reported that they had seen a meteorite west of McAllen. Well, the city of Mission is west of McAllen, and so it impacted our communities. The good thing about all this is that nobody was hurt, no reports of injuries or property damage. At the end, we will answer some questions. I'll let our Spanish-speaking PIO say a few words, and then we'll pass it on to Congresswoman de la Cruz. Rodriguez.
Buenos días a todos. El día miércoles 15 de febrero, aproximadamente a las 5:28 de la tarde, el Departamento de Policía de Mission recibió su primera llamada 911 referente a un sonido parecido al de una explosión en el área de 495 y Conway. Posteriormente, nuestro Departamento de Comunicaciones recibió aproximadamente 100 llamadas de diferentes áreas de la ciudad. Los ciudadanos estaban reportando que en todas las áreas de la ciudad habían escuchado un sonido fuerte que causó que algunas propiedades se cimbraran, se sacudieran o temblaran. Los ciudadanos se mostraron desconcertados ante el incidente, pero afortunadamente no hubo heridas ni daños a la propiedad que lamentar. El Centro de Tráfico Aéreo de Houston confirmó que se trató de un meteoro y afortunadamente, contamos con el apoyo del Departamento de Seguridad Pública y otras agencias para patrullar las diferentes áreas de la ciudad para asegurarnos que nuestros ciudadanos estuvieran bien y que sus propiedades también estuvieran muy bien. Como lo repito, pues afortunadamente no hubo ninguna desgracia que lamentar.
Good morning, and thank you, Chief, for having me here today. I want to say that yesterday, as the meteorite struck in the vicinity of Mission, Texas, approximately 10 miles west of McAllen, this meteorite was detected by our air traffic control in Houston, and I was then notified. Some residents here obviously being very concerned with the loud boom and with the movement of the earth. I want to share that we are grateful that everyone is safe, and although we worry about this, and this is not a normal occurrence here in the Rio Grande Valley, it is not abnormal for this to happen. You see, we have meteorites that have hit all over not only the United States but the world. I will tell you that I've been in contact with our federal chair for space and science as well as NASA. And the NASA scientists estimate that every single day our planet is hit by over 100 tons of dust and particles from space. So again, while this is not a normal situation here in the Rio Grande Valley, it does occur. Now, I've been in touch with local authorities last night and have requested additional information from the House Committee of Space, Science, and Technology, as well as I will receive a debrief from NASA later this morning. My office stands ready to communicate with our local departments and also facilitate any federal action that needs to happen. So I thank you for your time, for being here with us. Now, in Spanish, no creo que los residentes de Hidalgo deben de preocuparse por este meteorito. He estado en contacto con nuestras agencias federales y con NASA para obtener más información. Gracias.
And good morning, buenos dias. Well, we start off with China balloons, UFOs, now a meteor. So obviously, with all these incidents close, you can imagine what our constituents and our citizens' fears were yesterday. Again, we started receiving at the Sheriff's Office multiple calls of a loud explosion somewhere around the Mission Alton area. And then I started getting, of course, multiple calls from our media partners wanting to know what was going on. So I called dispatch, and then we sent, of course, deputies out in that area looking for some type of explosion. And I was told that the residents in that area actually stopped my deputies that were patrolling and described to them what they saw, which was to them they described it as a falling star, a meteor going across the sky. And once they were outside of it, they heard a loud boom, what they described as thunder. So I called, of course, trying to reach Chief Torres, but he was on the phone, and I was able to reach Chief Torres from Alton, and he said that he was actually jogging on the park there on the 5 Mile Line in Bryan, and actually almost lost his footing because of the loud thunder that he described. And then he called his office and also was told by his dispatch that they were receiving multiple calls. And of course, as the sheriff and chiefs, that was very, very concerning for us. Chief Torres contacted DPS Air. I was in contact with them also. They did a flyby of all the area. They didn't see any smoke, any explosions, any accidents. So we decided to go a little higher and started calling out to our federal partners, and that's when I received a call from FBI and telling me that Houston Air Traffic Control had 2 pilots calling, witnessing what they're saying is a meteor somewhere west of McAllen, and one of the planes was flying at an altitude of 34,000 feet. So we believe we solved the mystery of the loud explosion, and put it out to try to calm the fears of the public. So that's pretty much what transpired yesterday. I'm glad that Congresswoman Cruz reached out to me. Also, the senator's office, John Cornyn, also called, wanted an update, and we provided them with what we gave at that time. So again, thank you for that, Congressman Cruz, for always being interested in your constituents here down in your district.